we're literally going within feet of the guardrail.
A lot of speed. Stay away from the fence. You can crash very easily in this sport. As soon as I turned 16, I became pro, and I'm 17 now. I got my first bike from my Uncle Jay, his daughter. His daughter rode PW50 and she didn't like it, so I took over and rode that for a few years. And then ever since then, been jumping up a class, and here I am today. If you got the skill, it doesn't really matter how old you are. Track like today, it's all clay, and I like dirt mostly. I like the cushion, backing in there, running the corner as hard as you can, wide open. This is more technical track. You gotta go in there hard as you can on the brakes and get off the corner without spinning and hook up. And if you hook up, you're fast, and if you're spinning, you're going backwards. This track, I'd say we'd probably be going 80, 90 down the straightaway. Miles, we go about 100, over 100, easy. It's all about the fans. If we don't got fans, we can't keep the sport going. So you gotta have people in the grandstands keep it going. The competition in the pro class is very tough. You gotta give it your all every time you're out there and just push it till you can't push it no more. What it takes to win at this sport, everything has to be perfect. The hardest part about flat tracking is just keeping up the corner speed, doing what you can, and get the technique down as a rider. Your body position is all key. I like the speed. I don't like jumping at all, motocross and stuff. I just like the speed and sliding a lot.
You know, that's all I wanted to do from the time I was 6, 7 years old, is be a professional flat track racer, and I'm very fortunate now to be able to make a living doing it. It makes you really confident, for one thing, to have two of the best guys in the business behind me, from both the mechanic and rider standpoint, to give me advice and to give me the best bike. So it makes me feel really good when I get out there that I'm on a really good bike, and I got two really good set of eyes watching me the whole time that can tell me what I'm doing wrong. The Kawasaki just really rips, and it's really fast. So just getting the power to the ground, that's the biggest thing in flat track. You can have 1,000,000 horsepower, but if you can't get it hooked up, it don't matter. Every time we go out, we literally get better and better. So setup's definitely important with the Kawasaki, and just the more track time we get, the better we are with it. It's so fast, it's hard to get the power to the ground. So we're working with a lot of different things to try to get it hooked up. It's really cool, but it is really dangerous. You got to think a lot on the mile, you know, whether it's in the draft or even just keeping your corner speed up. It's not a place where you just, you know, bail off in there wide open and grab a handful. You got to think about it. You have this crazy feeling in your head, because it's just like, man, I just survived that. You know, it's guys cutting you off, you're stuffing underneath guys, and it's just this mad chaos, you know. Usually it don't last the whole race, but sometimes you get in those situations where it's just insane. That's the best feeling about being a racer, is having that adrenaline rush and having that battle with your some of your closest buddies and some of your worst enemies, and then hopefully coming out on top. That's what makes racing what it is, I think. So it's kind of, you know, just like any spectator will tell you, that's what brings them out here, is the thrill and the danger factor. You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, and there would be nobody in the stands because it's easy. So definitely some of the danger part of it's what attracts people to our sport, I think.
You know, my goal in starting this whole program was to bring a production-based motorcycle to the highest level of the sport, to make it more affordable for all the youth coming up from the 450 class. The war is how you manage time, and time is what it's all about. So the easier it is to work on, the more time efficient you are, the more you can accomplish. Unless you've ridden one and felt the thrill that you get by sliding a motorcycle around and get that unique feeling of mastering a machine that's going ultra fast and being able to control it and control that speed, I think that's the driving force behind all the motorcycle racers in whatever kind of sport it is, especially flat track racing, because they're sideways and they're doing things at a high rate of speed. It's very exhilarating.